Hello there, thanks a lot for coming by PosterCentral.com's video blog today. I'm Pete Howard, and Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Roy Orbison at, as you can see, don't take it from me, the season's biggest rock and roll dance. And this was 1960. So fun, truly the year that Roy arrived on the scene with 2 top 10 hits, including Only the Lonely. Wow. And what's fun is this took place in a high school gym in Santa Fe, New Mexico. And as you can see the date, Thursday evening, October 13th of 1960. So you've got this, simple split fountain design, if you will, with the color morphing from yellow at the top down to blue at the bottom. And the print, no black on there, it's red print throughout entirely in order to attract the eye. Now this was done by Hatch Showprint out of Nashville, Tennessee. Their fingerprints are all over this. They never had a credit down at the bottom. This was actually found in Hatch's files a long time ago. And it's standard 14 by 22 inches on cardboard. And matter of fact, Hatch also did the next poster I'm going to show you in just a second. But as you can see, under dance there, you've got it. Take a look at that. It says, in person, Roy Orbison in the tallest letters on the poster, as of course the way it should be. And then you've got 3 song titles on there. They always add a wonderful touch, don't they? And sure enough, the first song title is Only the Lonely. Wow. Roy's big hit from the summertime of 60 peaked at number 2. And by the way, all 3 songs on the poster here, it should be pointed out, Roy wrote along with his songwriting partner, Joe Melson. In fact, there's a funny side note on Only the Lonely. After Joe and Roy wrote the song, they pitched it to Elvis. They didn't have a hit yet. Pitched it to Elvis Presley's camp, and Elvis turned it down. And then after Roy had the hit with it, Elvis heard it and loved it and bought a box of the records to give away to his friends. So I'll bet Elvis rued that decision. Okay, the next song on the poster after Only the Lonely is Blue Angel, the follow-up to Only the Lonely, which peaked at number 9, but it was his current 45 at the time. And interestingly, if you look at the Billboard chart, the Hot 100 for this exact date, which I did, I was able to acquire it, what you have is Blue Angel at number 48 and rising, and Only the Lonely at number 6, make that 60, and falling. So those 2 were passing ships, not in the night, actually out in broad daylight. And then you've got the third song is Uptown on there. That was his first 45 to chart from back in January and only managed to eke out number 72. And then you rock and roll instrumentalists, yep, I'm sure you're thrilled by the opening act there, the Fendermen, look at that. And it does say Mule Skinner Blues with an extra S on there. That was a top 5 hit for them this very summer of 1960, but it would be their only charting record. So once again, a little bit more from the top. It does say 8 p.m. to midnight up there, as you can see. Admission $2 at the door and $1.50 in advance. And then you got to see this line. How quaint is this? Tickets on sale at Mountain States Typewriter Company and Arts Pharmacy. Oh man. That's just what we love about these old posters. Okay, so let's go from Thursday, October 13th. We're jumping only 48 hours here to Saturday, October 15th. And yes, of course, it's the same poster from Hatch, just 2 days later. Matter of fact, they're still in New Mexico, the American Legion Auditorium in Farmington. And the date is Saturday, October 15th. Same ticket prices and tickets available at much more conventional places that aren't so fun to read. Everything else below that is exactly the same. Pardon me. So Roy's big window of commercial success was 1960 to 1964. He charted 9 very memorable top 10 hits during that period. So let's jump to 1964. I've always got something up my sleeve, don't I? Yep, how perfect is this? Another genuine original window card from 4 years later. In fact, as you can see, it's very professionally laid out and very straightforward. And interestingly, it's got Roy in horn-rimmed glasses, but not in shades. So that's kind of interesting. Red, white, and blue tour blank. As you can see, the white space up above very much intended to be plugged in. In this case, it was plugged in black ink for the date in Fargo, North Dakota. Now, most interesting, though, on this, look at those song titles. There's a whole bunch of them now at the end of Roy's charting run, and 8 song titles on here. And boy, you know how much I love to crunch song titles. It's a favorite part of my video blogging, absolutely. So, taking a look at these 8 song titles, one might say, I guess I might say, why is Candyman and Blue Bayou on here? I mean, we know them today, of course, but they were at the time just B-sides. And sure, they were top 30 hits, but barely. You know, they squeaked into the high 20s. But most problematic is not that those are bad songs, it's just what could have been there in the place of those two B-sides. How about the #1 hit, Running Scared, which is not on here, and the #4 hit, Dream Baby? You know, those are both missing. So, you know, that's my candidate to be on the poster instead of those two. But, you know, it's all a personal thing. I'm not saying the records are even better. What you're saying is, Howard, come on, what about Oh Pretty Woman, his monster from '64? Why is that not on the poster? Well, very simple. It was only just released this month. And so nobody knew. You never knew if something was going to be a hit or not. So you have to find a poster from '65 or very late '64 to get Oh Pretty Woman on there. And I'm not sure I've seen one. Boy, Orbison, I'll tell you, you know, Sun Records artist in the mid-50s with Ooby Dooby, and then his big career started in 1960, and what a run he had there for 4 or 5 years. Great to show you a couple of bookend concert posters from that span. Thanks for dropping by, and we'll see you again soon for something just as fun, I hope. Okay, bye-bye.